adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights, as we'll see a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a fellow opponent from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
The 49ers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. On the move to his left. With the catch, it's McGee. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
On the option. Lots of running room. Oh, he's getting ahead of stick, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Here's the pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the 49ers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Fullback's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. Thrust that arm out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The 49ers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
It's a seam wide open. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You got a chance to go in the half with more.
Gets a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Makes the catch. It's House.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the 49ers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Gets it to the back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds a little space. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Olsen. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Dropping back, it's Coleman. Makes the grab, it's Reed. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Olsen.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? They are undaunted by going 0 for their first 3 4th down attempts, and they'll try it again. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Nice move to keep running. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab in the middle. It's McGee. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's McGowan. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a 5th. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Harold. Trying to find the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Niners.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the fullback. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 2nd down coming up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Mikey Stadium.
And the 49ers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that, and I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Running to Green. Wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air. It's Coleman. Working that wide receiver screen.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Black Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Reed. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth.
Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. And the Black Knights are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be pulled down. After a good run, they'll mark it at the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. The Black Knights get enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the back. Run it with the fullback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Army! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nicholas. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Olsen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Sends it back in motion. Through the air, it's Coleman. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, You used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Handoff to the lone back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The 49ers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Caught close to the marker. It's House. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Takes a handoff. It's Rutledge. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another team look like that the rest of this game.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of them need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. He'll return it from around the 50. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And this is not what they expect in terms of performance from their quarterback. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Snagged in the middle, it's Nicholas. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Rutledge. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. To the air on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Charlotte.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in him? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account with how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Coleman. Gets it out fast. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That's pretty to me.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.